Moving into game 4 of this best of 5 between PartinG and Sora. Currently the score 2-1 in the Blue Protoss's favor from CJ Entis. PartinG, of course, he's going to be in the red in the bottom right, and Sora being in the top left. So basically the name of the game throughout this series, Moonglade, has been aggression.
It has been aggression. It has been aggression in the right build order, essentially.
Yeah.
It's whoever has the right build order on the one base usually has won the game. And this map, a lot bigger, so I'm hoping we don't see that this game, you know? I do think we can go into a bit of a macro game from here.
You're hoping, but I do want to point out one thing. 3-gate, Stargate all-ins are actually very popular and very strong on this map.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you'll get maybe an Oracle or two. You can also substitute them from Void Rays, and you'll have a lot of Zealots or Stalkers or a combination attacking the front. This build is generally designed to kill someone that goes for a fast expand. And, you know, when you got an Oracle poking in the main and the natural at the same time, then you're pressuring at the natural with your main army force, it just becomes really inconvenient to fight against.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, trying to split up the army of the opponent and really pressing at the front there.
Yeah. Bonus points if you can force out an early Nexus Cannon.
Ooh, that's always a good thing. Yeah. Terran love doing that.
They certainly do.
We see a fairly standard opening from both players so far, both getting 2 gases and their gateway.
Indeed.
We'll see if they get that safety gate.
Going for the safety gate. Will we see the safety gate? Well, we won't know for a little bit, at least like a minute.
Yeah.
Then we can see if the safety gate pops out. Well, there's the safety cybernetic score.
It is fairly safe to get a cybernetic score that fast, I must agree. I would be pretty worried if you didn't. You'd be risking it just a little bit.
All right, well, okay, so Sora, he's deciding to go for a Zealot early on, and this is kind of cool because obviously, I mean, if he's getting a Zealot this early, he wants to start attacking right away. And
absolutely.
The weird thing, though, is, I mean, Moonglade is kind of a big map.
It is a big map, and it is cross-map.
Yeah.
So it's even longer than normal, or than possible.
Unfortunately, no safety gates from either end. Both players want to be very greedy.
Very fast Stargate from Sora,
very
though.
Fast. And PartinG, he's making a Sentry, following it up with a Mothership Core. That leads me to believe that he may try to go for more of an economic play.
So we might even have the scenario that you were talking about, 3-gate plus Stargate versus fast expansion.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Seems like they're playing into it right now.
Oh. They're playing into my hands.
They are. You genius. And will it be an Oracle? Will it be a Void Ray?
I think if the Stargate's this early, it would be pretty weird if we didn't see an Oracle come out.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, this map is so big. A Void Ray is not going to really do anything for a very long time.
Yeah.
And there's the fast expansion. Oh my goodness. Whiplash.
You sound so surprised.
Whiplash, you are a genius.
Oh,
and,
please.
And Phoenix. All right.
Okay, well, I'm not a genius about the Oracle, but
well,
the
nice
Phoenix
try. You know, it's the next best thing.
Oh, hold on a second. We got Stargate versus Stargate. This actually is like, this is when I get really excited about PvP because...
Are we going to see, like, Mass Phoenix Wars?
If you see... Mass Phoenix Wars are so cool, by the way.
They are cool. I like them.
It's the thing is, the players, they'll group up the Phoenix. They'll make it really hard to tell the number, and they're constantly microlimiting back, and then you have to fight to see who can get the range first, and then they'll have an advantage in the air dog battles.
That's right. And the only interesting thing is, though, like, PartinG has a fast Nexus, a fast expansion, and Sora is not doing that at all. So Sora's really... Well, Sora has it down now. He only just started it, so he's going to be really behind if he doesn't try and put on any real aggression.
Ooh, and actually we have an Oracle on the way for PartinG. If the Phoenix scouts this, he will be smart and try to at least cancel it. Because
but he's going to show his Phoenix. Oh, yeah, he shows his Phoenix, so he might even want to cancel that Oracle and just go straight into Phoenix.
Yeah, and immediately he does, right on spot, Moonglade. And, I mean, honestly, if you're a Protoss and you're making an Oracle and you see... Phoenix, you cancel that Oracle immediately.
You don't want an Oracle against Phoenix. Absolutely not. No, you don't even want Void Rays against Phoenix. They're just going to destroy it. I mean,
generally they're not too effective.
Void Rays don't do much damage at all. Yeah.
Well, not against Phoenixes anyway.
Absolutely not. Against everything else.
Interesting. You're using the Nexus Cannon at the natural.
I don't know if that was really a thing. I mean, I guess he wanted to keep the Phoenix away from the Mothership Core.
Yeah.
But at the very most, he was only going to lose 2 probes to those Phoenix. So, I mean... Is the Nexus Cannon really more important than 2 probes?
Well, the thing is, in this situation, if you go for a Phoenix early on and you get more than 1, generally you don't go for an all-in. There are builds it is possible, but I mean, we already see Sora going for the Nexus here in the current metagame. heavily leans towards getting an expansion after you go for the Phoenixes.
And that's 2 Stargate going down for PartinG.
Very
so
smart.
He wants to win that war.
And you know what? This is actually the advantage you get by going for that earlier Nexus.
That's right. That's right. He's going to have a better economy. He's going to have a lot more Phoenix very soon.
All right, well, the Phoenix continuing to be quite annoying. Oh, look at how smart PartinG is. He has the hallucinated
cute. That is so cute. I like that. That's really a smart play.
It.
But it's 2 Stargate against 1 Stargate.
Yeah.
So eventually Sora's just going to simply lose the air battle, and then what?
That's true. And Sora, though, he is going for the extremely fast fleet beacon. That's actually very surprising to see it go down this early.
So he really wants that range advantage at the very least.
Yeah. Generally, you do get that second Stargate before you go for the fleet beacon. So very interesting that he's deciding to go for this first. I assume he must know something that we don't know about the Phoenix vs. Phoenix Wars.
He may. Or he just simply thinks it's a 1 Stargate versus 1 Stargate. You know, he hasn't scouted that second Stargate, so...
Very, very true. That's actually a great point you bring up, Moonglade. This could be end up being a critical error on Sora's part.
I guess it'll entirely depend, though, where his Phoenix are positioned and if he gets caught by the greater number of Phoenix from PartinG. Because if he has that range upgrade and he doesn't, and he's keeps his distance, he's going to just simply take out all the Phoenix of PartinG's, no problem.
Indeed.
But if he... it's kind of like turns into like a Muta versus Muta scenario where you don't want to get caught on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Because if you have to run away and they're chasing you, it's even easier for Phoenix to just move and shoot at the same time.
You know, it's very... Okay. Sora... He made a Stargate, he canceled it, now he's decided to make 2 more Stargates.
Wow, just to make up for that cancel, you know.
Exactly. Now, here's the cool thing. Sora, PartinG's probably not going to be able to actually attack him for a while, and by the time he wants to attack, we're going to have the Aeon Pulse Crystal upgrade already finished for our CJ Entis Protoss player.
I think it's going to come to a point where simply Sora's going to finish that upgrade and start pushing and start trying to kill as many Phoenix as he can, because there's no real escape. They both move as fast as each other, and it's simply about being in range. So I think it's only a matter of time until those Phoenix are going to die, and PartinG's going to be very sad.
Yeah, actually, Sora is actually so smart. He knows exactly what to do in these situations. And, it looks like we're going to have a Phoenix dog battle. PartinG deciding to jet forward. It's going to come down the micro. The Phoenix count very similar. There's just one single more additional Phoenix for PartinG, but will it even matter in this scenario? Aeon Pulse Crystals is already finished for the Phoenix of Sora, so he's going to have a huge range upgrade advantage that his opponent PartinG will not have for at least in the next minute or so.
Yeah, but he's still being very, very careful. He doesn't want to get caught on the wrong side. He doesn't want to be caught out of position by PartinG's Phoenix. So he's not really milking his advantage as much as he could.
Oh.
And I think by the time the next fight comes around, he's going to have Phoenix range also, so it's going to be a pretty even fight again. But it's going to be 3 Stargate against 2 Stargate now.
Indeed.
So Sora upping the ante, upping the odds. He's
Sora, not just extra Phoenix. He's also going to have the +1 attack upgrade. It doesn't make a huge difference when it comes to Phoenix versus Phoenix, but if you have some weakened units that have regenerated, it can help. And he also has a 3rd Nexus that's just completed, while PartinG, he hasn't even thought about an additional Nexus, and we already see Sora. He's just starting to slowly climb ahead in supply, 105 to 100, and PartinG uncharacteristically is supply blocked, at least for the time being.
It's kind of weird. We're seeing both players kind of leapfrog each other when it comes to certain aspects. It was 1 Stargate against 2 Stargate, now it's 3 Stargate against 2 Stargate. It was a fast expansion versus no expansion, now it's fast 3rd expansion versus no expansion. So it's it's kind of weird how that works out. Just a little bit funny.
A little cute.
It's cute. I kind of like it. It's quirky.
Yeah.
It's a little thing to think about. And I'm really interested to see this fight. I'm really you don't get to see that many like Phoenix wars.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually just why I get so excited whenever I see them. Because I'm like, things are gonna go crazy. Here we go. The Phoenix are attacking the Phoenix, but under the Guardian Shield, PartinG's gonna have a slight advantage. Aeon Pulse Crystal is finished for both players, so it's really just gonna come down the micro. But let's not forget, PartinG, he has a pretty large ground force advantage, and Sora realizing this, he makes 4 cannons. I think those are just 2 at the natural. He's going to also send a Zealot toward PartinG's natural, see if he can scout anything out, or at least prevent the 3rd base from happening for the time being.
Looks like he's going to go straight for that 3rd base now, and it's going to be tricky for these Phoenix to engage with all this ground force there.
And it looks like the Phoenix are just continuing to fight the Phoenix. It's so hard to figure out who really has the edge.
I think Sora's got the edge right now. I mean, his army's looking a lot bigger, and he's trying to avoid as much ground damage as he can.
The thing is, we have the Guardian Shield advantage for PartinG. It's almost acting like a real force field in this scenario.
Yeah.
Sora hesitant to attack, but the Phoenix numbers are really starting to favor the CJ Entis player, but the Nexus is getting quite low on health, and it's just getting focus fired down. Even if all of PartinG's Phoenixes die, we still have a ridiculous amount of Stalkers for PartinG, but it doesn't even matter, as the Phoenixes from Sora simply lift up the Stalkers one by one, and they will slowly fall to their depths, getting low in the red, in the yellow, in the orange.
And this is pretty much it. I mean, he's got that third base up. He's destroyed the army completely. He's pretty much killed everything, and he saved that third. I mean, the third is up. It's still got probes. He didn't lose all his probes, and PartinG, what will he do from here? I mean, what can he do from here? There's such a Phoenix force on the map still. He can harass, he can shut down so much, and he's going to go into Void Ray, which I think is a perfect follow-up.
Actually, that's so cool. If you think about it, what's the one unit that is actually okay against Phoenix? It's, you know, the Blink Stalker.
Yeah.
So what's good against Blink Stalker? They
Void Rays.
can make.
No problem.
It's not bad at all.
And it looks like PartinG might even try and take a third base, clearing out that pylon.
Well,
but I think it's a little too late, and Sora might have secured his trip to the finals.
it's certainly looking like it, Moonglade, with the Void Ray reinforcements and the additional gateways that Sora's plopping down in his main base. It's going to be extremely hard for the SK Telecom player to really make a comeback. The Dark Shrine, that is one way.
It is a way, but there are already cannons at every base, so it's like he's going to need a lot of DTs. He's going to have to really kill those cannons quickly and kind of take down the Nexus before anything else comes. I think it's a bit of a desperation move, and I don't think it's really enough or the right choice.
It could be for Archons, actually. That thought just occurred to me.
Yeah.
Archons can't be lifted up.
That's true, and they're not too bad against Void Rays, but
not amazing, but not bad.
Yeah.
It's just, this is going to be a huge gamble from PartinG.
But it looks like PartinG's going to make his move before that is even finished, and he's going to come in with all his gateway units, and you're going to see a lot.
He's going for the Void Rays. They're charged up though, and they're gonna do a ridiculous amount of damage to the Stalkers.
Wow.
PartinG already realizes that he can't do anything. GG, well played is called, and Sora